Well, now it's a new quick save and let's see all the endings. How's time though? No, I want to be done with it. Let's do that. Happiness Farm. Yeah, come on. Happiness
A
Farm.
low pulsating hum droned through the city, filling the air, boring into every mind and bending every single person to its mechanical will. Men and women, adults and children, rich and poor.
They're all happy now.
In just a few minutes, the entire population submitted to Heimdall's power. From then on, people thought, felt, wished, and did only what was required of them. The desire of an abstract common good embedded into the minds of citizens had unexpected consequences. As it turns out, everyone has their own idea of good, and this meant that people strived for different, often opposite things.
Oh boy.
A wave of unmotivated violence swept through the city. People attacked one another at random, sincerely believing that they were doing it for the common good. When the wave of violence subsided, leaving behind it blood-soaked streets, the few survivors, shaken to the depth of their souls by the incident, started building a better world. And they did it with such fervor that they forgot about their own basic needs. After only a month, Elmer was a ghost town where even the most desperate did not set foot.
That's the shitty ending.
Anyone who understood what was happening and who still had free will wisely fled the city, while Evan stayed on the top floor, witnessing the consequences of his choice day after day.
Great.
Sometimes in moments of weakness, he thought that punishing himself with the monstrous sight of the massacre below was enough to atone for his sins. But soon there was no one left to whom he could repent.
Right.
And so the thought of the shredder several floors below seemed more and more attractive to Evan every day.
No.
But what mattered was that the thought was his own.
That's a shitty ending. I don't like that ending at all. Great, then save. Watch the video. I don't really have to watch it, right? Can I just ask him what he wants from me? Let's get this over with. Not 200 points. I get 50. No, Toshi. For that we need all of the codes. Don't know what I did now.
A series of terrible explosions shook the
Oh,
city.
what a good ending.
the relay towers became colossal columns of flame, falling on residents' houses and destroying the streets below.
Kind of good ending.
Violent fires raged for several days, and when they were finally put out, the heaps of twisted iron and sad memories were all that remained of Project Heimdall.
I got shot.
Little changed in the country. Ministers continued to fight over power.
Right.
Old players were deposed by new ones, each more vain than the last. A lack of principles became a synonym for success. Ordinary citizens remained a bargaining chip in political games.
Right. Not a good
Small
ending.
cogs in the soulless machine of total surveillance and control.
I'm dead.
The ruling elite had no use for Evan. After the protective dome disappeared, he was held at gunpoint and thrown out the same window his father had fallen from. Like father, like son, they shouted at him in a mocking farewell. And only during that fall, in a state of absolute terror, did Evan truly feel free for the first time in his life, even if only for a fraction of a second.
Great. Well, I guess I have to replay the game again. Get all of the codes. Three missing. Only one. One more. Other little time there. What do we do now?
Over time, the huge relay towers became a familiar part of the urban landscape. Slowly turning rusty and useless, they hung gloomily over the heads of everyone below. And though some said that the towers were only slumbering, still waiting for their master, no one ever found out what they were really built for.
For the birds. Everybody knows that.
Little changed in the country.
Yeah, that's the same ending.
Ministers continued to fight over power. Old players were deposed by new ones, each more vain than the last. A lack of ordinary citizens remained a bargaining chip in political games. Small cogs in the soulless machine of... Evan's sacrifice wasn't in vain. None of the ministers who so passionately wanted unlimited control over the minds of the citizens were able to have it. Who knows how much worse things could have been if Heimdall had fallen into the wrong hands. But in the final seconds of his life, Evan still thought, could things have turned out differently? Was there ever any way for me to change something for the better?
Well, you could have become a god. I always loved the gods. And let's give control power to him. This will be finally ending. We can have you. Great. He will probably kill me. Or control me. perfect ending. I replayed again. Don't know when I uploaded. I will be uploaded. And nice.
A low pulsating hum droned through the city, filling the air, boring into every In just a few minutes, the entire population submitted to Heimdall's power. From then on, people thought, felt, wished, and did only what was Heimnitz deceived Evan unshamedly. With the relays at his disposal, he spread them quickly throughout the country and immediately carried out his plan to destroy the population. People beautifully lined up at the euthanasia centers, and when there was no one left, the Boreans came and took everything they needed. The once great country became a desert with the frightening, empty streets of a ghost town.
Sad.
Evan wasn't able to see it through to the end.
No, I was hanged.
He was only able to marvel at how quickly his fate had been decided, and regretted that Heimnitz didn't find enough soap for his rope. At least he wasn't around to witness one of the largest genocides in history, and the destruction of his family along with it.
Great. No, that must be Beholder 2. So far the God ending is the best one. By far. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, if you got any ideas, improvements, let down comments. See you next time.